Formless Fields in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here.
Going down.
New York City, NYC, Borough.
MSG stand up.
Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. This is for the win. We want the Knicks.
Warning. This video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness. Viewer discretion advised. Warning. This video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness. Warning, this video
hear me?
Yeah.
All right, let me.
Yeah, nigga.
All right, we're back. Can y'all hear me?
We heard you the whole time.
All right, well,
Yeah, the whole time.
I'm talking about the chat anyway.
You was.
All right.
Oh, we live?
Now we live.
We live?
All right, listen. See the way my checkings and savings is set up. It's All right, we're gonna do this again. Listen, it's my first time. Roast me in the chat. I see Johnny Harris in the chat, so I'm pretty sure I saw the trash can. Salute to everybody in the chat. My first time running it. M Special's not here. They said I'm special, but not the gift. I was born with special. Anyway, salute to y'all. Welcome to the Organic Fanatics. Yeah. It's got to be a little different. So it's got to go a little left. You know who I am. Well, 1/4 of the host here. We appreciate you guys joining us. Everybody in the chat. Senor Beef, Coach Shahir, Keith Watkins. Everybody on here. E. Gibson, salute to you. First time. Johnny Harris, Keith Watkins. Que lo que? Greatest on the scale. All right. We back at it, but we back at it again. Got my brother, the New Knicks. Que lo que? New Knicks, talk to him.
Yo, salute everybody. You get a full Scully salute today. Yeah, I mean. Welcome to the TOF. We out here. Yeah, I mean. Welcome home. Out here vibing, getting the rust off. A lot of technical difficulties. Excuse us as my quarterback learns live. And salute to Two Shots. Salute to Miggities. Salute to Mike the Specialist that's out on vacay. Yeah, I mean, so that's why we have a little technical difficulties, but salute to everybody. Salute to the chat.
And salute to M Specials who walked me through it. Y'all probably heard all of it. See how crazy that sounded. Salute to M Special does this and makes it look seamless and smooth. So unfortunately, you guys were stuck with me today. Rough around the edges. Salute to Machetazo, my cousin, mi hermano, sangre, que lo que primo was good.
Brothers, what's going on, my people? What's going on, Two Shots? What's going on, Forbes? What's going on, Well? New York City. I hope y'all had a happy New Year. A fucking Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yeah, that's what's up.
Hey, we do it early Dabra warning. My cousin Machetazo's there. Short and sweet and to the point. We got 2 shots, bang, bang. Que lo que? What's good?
What's up to the panel? What's up to the chat? Replay gang, you know the vibes. Apologies for the mix-up in the beginning, but I implore you guys to put some tomatoes and lettuce in the chat. Let them have it. Give it to them.
Hey, put some tomatoes if you thought my technical... just throw the tomatoes. I definitely deserve it. This was a rough one. As you can see, I'm...
Throw the kitchen stick at your boy.
Listen, let me make some ketchup for your boy. You see me here. I'm out here getting sizzy because I needed something to take the edge off. Appreciate you guys for joining us in the chat. Everybody, all love. E. Gibson, first time. I'm going to go through the chats in a second. Salute to all you guys. I'm back with my brothers. We're on another. This is the last 2 shows for us for the most part, as Machete was saying, for this year, for 2024. Season 3, episode a lot. I don't know where we at. Hit me up.
And we still making rookie mistakes.
Listen, hey, that's all right. Listen, we ain't up there yet. We getting there. And we had 368 for subscribers. That's low for most, but we appreciate all of you. But you know what I'm saying? Tell a friend. Go ahead. Here comes New Knicks. Dale. Give them your subscription suggestion. You're on mute.
Yo, everybody. Thank you for us hitting 360 and change on the subscribers. We definitely growing. You know what I mean? Every one of you count. We appreciate it. As soon as we hit a 500, the merch comes out. You know what I mean? So get them subs up. Steal borrow your kids and your family's phones. Get on YouTube and sneak in to subscribe for us. You know how we do. We do it the street way. Everybody got to give it up.
Should they keep the notifications on? What they got to do for their kids?
Nah. Mute the notification on. If you got children under 18, definitely, mute that, all that. Yeah, I mean, but we here for the children. Yeah, I mean, we here for everybody.
Facts.
Yo, let me know who I gotta run up on, son, because I thought we said it was 5. We wanted 5 by the end of the new year, right?
Shit, boy. Listen.
Hey, with that being said,
What?
65% of you are not
One
subscribed to
day.
us and watching the channel. If you are,
Put the graphic up. Put the graphic up.
hey, this is why I need M special. If I
Yeah,
put the graphic, I'm gonna shut the show down.
The analytics say that 75% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So
And I'm
please
gonna run
share,
upon
like,
every
and
single one
subscribe.
of you.
Salute to you guys. Hey, the livest live gang all the time. Keith Watkins, ATL, Coach Sair, Senor Beef, que lo que. All my fans out there. E. Gibson, salute organic chat. Let's go. M. Angelo, who should be on here, but he's away. Salute to you. All love always. To everybody. I see trash cans in the building. We got trash cans. You know that's Johnny Harris. He's happy because they just beat Orlando by 1 shot, but we'll get back to him anyway. Salute to all you guys back in the building.
Who's that? That's a Heat fan, right?
Johnny Harris, Mr. Heat fan himself. Friend of the show.
I heard through the grapevine that Jimmy's on his way out.
We'll talk about that because they trash. The Miami Heat is trash. Basura.
And they about to be trasher.
Trasher? Is that a word? Hold on, trasher.
I don't even know, but I just made it up.
I don't remember hearing trasher on there. Nonetheless, we had a
Hey.
Dime.
Yo.
Go ahead,
Hey, shouts out to Johnny Harris. That, shouts out to his kids, football player. What's his name?
Johnny
In
Harris.
high school he plays.
Johnny Harris, and he plays
That's
for
it. This is Johnny Harris. Shouts out there. That's right. Bethune-Cookman. Look out. Watch out.
Hey, that's the realest Harris they
Salute,
is.
salute.
Johnny Harris, son.
Yeah.
If you don't know, go to Bethune-Cookman, number 8. That boy is a killer.
What he play?
He's a corner. He's stealing everything. That boy, he's a thief. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I mean, you can't throw anything in his direction. That boy, give me that. Hashtag Johnny, give me that Harris. Pause. Hey, yo. My boy's out there. He doing his thing. Salute to Johnny Harris and the Harris Jr.
He's snatching it.
We got a Harris Island Junior in the making.
He's all.
Yo, man, he's no joke. He's good. He's good.
Yeah,
he's definitely that for sure.
He's tough. He's tough.
That's what's up, man. Keep it up.
Hey, he doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he's not a Dallas Cowboy though. At the end of this.
Ah.
Hopefully.
You mean a cowgirl?
Anyways, let's go back to
salute to Johnny. Let's get on these Knicks topics because I'm pretty sure the chat is livid and ready for some fuckery.
Hey man, they know how we do. We go left, right, side to side.
It's time to fuck around and find out.
Hey, listen, let's talk before we're gonna ease everyone. We're gonna ease you into the Knicks conversation because we had a game earlier on Monday.
Exactly. Fuck around and find out Fridays.
There you
Fuck
go.
around and find out.
I can't even complete a sentence because they're already finding out. They're ready to fuck around. I'm just trying to make you guys find out. They're fucking around, and I'm trying to get you to find out. Let's see if we can find Monday, we had a game against the Toronto Raptors. I mean, the Raptors. We played them. RJ Barrett came back for the second game. No IQ. So I said they were going to be formidable this year, but, they're falling a little bit to the wayside. They're young and energetic. They come into the Garden, and then we have a game that looks like what, from the most part, was a mollywop. We beat them 139 to 125. It was contested early. We had a 30-point first quarter. They had 28. And then came the second quarter. We had 40 points in the second. And then 24. And then 40 points in the third quarter. One of the first times this year that we had consecutive 40-point quarters back to back. That was a little bit of a destruction on there. We had some Machete. I don't know if you got the scores up because I know you're not doing the box scores. You want to go over the scores?
Well, I mean, I know.
No, I don't have the scores.
I know. For that game, we had 7 players in double digits. We had about 36 assists, and everybody looked like a well-oiled machine, bro. Everybody came in, did their job. I mean, 7 players in double digits. It's more than recommendable.
Hey, hold on. Is this the new?
Yeah, I got
Knicks?
the box score up.
Is this the new Knicks? He got
Yeah.
stats?
We did really well.
Yeah. When you watch highlights fresh from
mind blown.
Yeah, but I I mean, shit, bro. Precious is looking good out there. Deuce is looking good out there. Sims is looking good out there. Shit, we even had a Shamit sighting. You know what I mean? He got his first point off as a Nick. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and this is just the bench. So, you know what I mean? If the bench is doing good, the rest of us are looking better.
Okay, all right. Hey, I don't know who this new Knicks is with stats and stuff, but I'm impressed. Go ahead, Machete. Read out some of the stats you got up there, sir.
Oh my goodness, we fucking had Anunoby had fucking 31 points. We had fucking Carl Anthony Cat had 31. It was a good game. We had a decent game. Kyle had 31, 10 and 7. Anunoby was 31 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Josh Hart had 11 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. He only played 30 minutes. Precious Achua had 22 minutes and had 5 and 7. McBride had 12 points, 4 rebounds. C-Pain had 19 points, 2 rebounds. Yeah, we were decent that night. We were all in the positive. And Toronto, you know, they didn't have all their guys, man. Their guys, they didn't come on that strong. RJ fucking had played 33 minutes, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He had a decent night. RJ was the only one who had a decent night. The rest of the squad, we beat them up. You know, it's really sad to me that IQ has been injured. He's only played like about not even like a handful of games.
3 games.
You know, but he seemed like I didn't know he was the injury prone type, because when he played for us the last 2 playoffs, he was injured. The first playoff he played, remember? And then the second playoff he didn't show. So, you know, I love IQ, but it looked like he's just a little flimsy.
Yeah, after $175 million, I guess.
Other than that, you know, when we gotta play him again coming up
a little
soon.
motivation, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe carrying that, he blew off his elbow, throwing all this $175 million over his shoulder. He said, $175 million.
You know, I hope he gets stronger and makes a comeback. But that's probably why they've been losing, because they ain't got no IQ in there. But
no, facts.
It is what it is.
Listen, RJ has been balling. Well, we can't hate New Knicks.
Well, what happened? What happened to IQ? I haven't seen him.
He got an elbow. Something with his elbow.
Elbow?
Yeah, when you throw, if you carry something heavy, when you throw it in like this, that's $175 million. It blows out the right here, the hip part.
Yeah, like a pitcher's elbow.
Carrying all that money hurt his elbow, so he messed it up there. So they definitely need IQ. IQ is a big factor of it. They're trying to tank a little bit. I think there's some kind of strategic tanking a little bit. Scotty Barnes missed a couple of games, so this is the watching the ops part.
They've been injury prone.
So they've been hurt, but RJ's been balling. Mr. 9 right here. RJ has been balling. He has turned the page. 2 shots. I know we're talking about the ops right now. We'll talk about the Knicks, but these were former Knicks. Have you been impressed with what you've seen from RJ when he played against us? Because he took it to Jalen Brunson. He went at Cat. He went at Bridges. He went at OG. He showed he wasn't scared. He was scoring from all over the place. He was hitting his threes. Were looking good. This is a little watch the ops segment for Toronto. 2 shots. What were some of your thoughts when you saw RJ? You think you were impressed?
I mean, yeah. When he played against us, he was good. I don't really have much to say about RJ, man.
And there we go. All right, thanks for that segment. Appreciate you.
Dead ass. Like,
all right,
what you want me to do, bro? He's not like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, man, to these former Knicks, but you're not wearing the New York logo. I forgot about you, bro.
Okay,
I moved on.
I was leading it for you because I knew you were gonna say fuck them kids.
Yeah, like, I mean.
Hey, I took that right now. So Keith Watkins, you savage for that. We talking about Johnny Harrison. Johnny Harrison. He said, "Fuck them kids."
Basically, that's how I feel.
Hey, no disrespect.
I haven't experienced it yet, but it's like when you are a father and you watch an 18-year-old go off to college. That's how I feel. Like, go on, do your thing.
He left already.
Do what you got to do over there. You know, I wish you success, but that's it. You gone.
Listen, I ain't even gonna lie. I forgot about RJ. I heard his name on the highlights. And I saw that game. He was just non-existent.
You are irrelevant if you don't wear a New York jersey on. Like, I mean that in the sincerest and most like, I'm not trying to diss nobody, but I don't watch any other team. If it says New York on it, that's the only team I'm watching,
So
bro. That's it.
tell me what you're thinking of OG. So OG had a big night. OG had 31 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds. He was 13 of 15. He went 11 for 11, and then he missed from there. Or was it 10 for 10? I think it was. I think he had 11. I think he tied the NBA straight franchise, hitting 11 straight scoring points. Only missed 2 afterward. He had 1 steal, 4 for 6 from the 3-point line. Only 2 turnovers, and he was positive 25. OG was on fire in that game. There was nothing you couldn't. He hit everything. He hit the threes, the drives, the layups, the pull-ups. Him and Karl-Anthony Towns had 31 points apiece, and they did it in 32 and 33 minutes. 2 shots. Did Tibbs run him to the ground? What were your thoughts on Karl-Anthony and OG's efficiency playing?
Why you gotta bring that up, bro?
It's Friday. Fuck around and find out Friday. We just want to make sure if you still.
Come on, bro. I'm chilling, bro. Look. I think you need a sip of this. I think you need a sip of that. I think we all need to relax. I mean, the Knicks are winning. I don't know about you, but I'm in a good place.
So let's talk about that. So that game, we had 139 points. The starters were still in the game towards the end. There was a point that we thought probably Tibbs could have pulled them out, but then I think they bought it within 15. Were you in the camp of that Tibbs should have sat them, or that it was necessary to keep them in the game?
I mean, doesn't really matter at this point. It is what it is. It happened already. I'm not trying to bash nobody. Like I said, I'm in a good place. I'm okay with Tibbs. He's doing his thing. Let him rock out. The team is looking great. I'm not trying to fight nobody, bro. I'm in a good spot right now.
Well, I was like, when I saw the Toronto game, I was definitely feeling OG Anunoby. He's had some couple of games where he's been in and out. Where he's had some games where he really overexerts himself as far as scoring, like he did that game. He did very well, 31 points in efficient minutes. I'm a little concerned with the little elbow patch I see that he has on there, but he played very well.
Yeah, he got that back. I was concerned about that too.
He had the little patch, so hopefully there's no discomfort that he has on the elbow. He played phenomenal in the amount of minutes, plus 25. His defense was crazy. He was playing Scotty Barnes very well. Had Scotty Barnes frustrated, who is their second player behind RJ. Karl-Anthony Towns incredibly efficient, 31 points, 7 assists and 10 rebounds. He's had multiple games with double digits on there. McBride played 40 minutes, only had 14 points, but he's getting burned. You can't say he's not getting burned. He had more minutes than Brunson. He had more minutes than Brunson.
Let's talk about that.
Brunson's only been playing 32 minutes, or in the 30s, so we're trying to preserve him. He only had 30. In 32 minutes, he's had 12 points, 7 assists. He had 1 rebound. He was 4 of 13. So
mm-hmm.
It was 4
Talk about that.
He was 0 for 5 from the 3-point line, so he's getting shots. He was 4 of 8 from the free throw line, so he went 50% from the free throw line. Normally, he's in the high 90s, which is kind of odd to see, and he was only a +8. Josh Hart played phenomenal. Josh Hart reduced minutes. He's played 30 minutes, 11 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. We are talking about the Toronto game first because they played Monday. We ain't talked since last week, so that game was pretty good.
Yeah, can I say something real quick? You was talking about minutes. Yeah. I'm sorry, I got a lot the train passing by in the background. I hope you can't hear me too good. But yeah, I'm looking at the box score right now, and you're talking about their minutes. The starter minutes was OG played 33. Josh Hart played 30 minutes, 55 seconds. Cat played 32 minutes. Bride was the only one who played 40 minutes. And then Brunson played 32 minutes. Then the bench played 22 minutes, 25 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, so it doesn't seem like he's burning. He had only Bride who was covering for Bridges, played 40 minutes.
I said McBride, so I meant Bridges. Bridges played 40.
I meant Bridges. We meant to say Bridges was the only one who played 40 minutes.
Well, listen, guys. What you guys are not taking into consideration is that when Two Shots said, "Oh, Brunson's of something," let's talk about that. Listen, every guy is not gonna be on every fucking game and lit. If it was Brunson that saved us in the last game previous to the Toronto game. Yeah, I mean, I think it was versus San Antonio. I can't remember who the fuck it was, but each member is stepping up at the right time. When there's one down, one is stepping up. Yeah, I mean, so it's like an equal balance, between the
Yeah,
players
but
of
it's
getting
like
rest and taking the initiative to be the offensive weapon.
yeah, it's like you're saying. It's like Thibs has a Swiss Army knife, and he's got different types of tools in that Swiss Army knife he can pull out whenever he needs them. We're not all going to be strong every game, but when it's like he says, when one is weak, he's going to have the other guy who's going to be stronger and able to come up and step up. Everybody's going to have their night every different games, every other game that they have, and it's great for us. But for me, I'm not too impressed because these are teams that we should be beating. Toronto's a team that we should beat.
Is your video working on Machete?
Yeah, it is. I'm in the dark. That's why I
All right.
got the background off. But these are team I'm not. We should have beaten this team. This is Toronto, man.
We did. We
Come on.
demolished them. We demolished
And
them.
we
So
did. We demolished them, and okay. So we moved on. These are teams that we should
But
beat.
I
I
mean,
would like
well,
to see us eventually play the teams like the Cavs and the Celtics. We're not there yet, but these are teams. This is an easy part of the schedule right now, and these are teams that we should beat.
now
So
what I've been
well,
noticing.
I mean,
Okay. No, go ahead.
Cavs had an easier schedule. That's why they at where they at right now. Like, I mean, the tables are all gonna balance out at the end of the day. I mean, so the same way the Cavs had a run, we'll get into a run, and I mean, the chips are gonna fall where they fall. But as of the question that Ruel asked earlier about
yeah,
being
we're
up
we're 6 games
139,
behind the Cavs.
about being up 139 against Toronto and leaving the starters in there. Listen, I think if Tibbs has the starters in there, is because there's a liable threat for the offense. I mean, the opposition to come in and get the game close or even win it. That's why he leaves the starters where he does at the time that he does. You know what I mean?
And it was the
So,
starters though. It
you
was
know,
actually the starters who dropped the ball because they had time. They had definitely time to make a run. They had time to slow it down. It was up to them to make they let the rope go. They was chilling. They was not running back on the. They got burned like 3 or 4 plays in a row where they got it within 10 or 12 points or 15 points. But it was up to
all
them.
right. Well, we was up 33 points at one point of the game. We was up 33 points. Yeah, I mean, and sometimes when we get to those points where we're at, like dogging teams, they have a tendency of taking the foot off of the gas. You know what I mean?
That was a tough one, but nonetheless, we got the W. It was a good game. Uh, Before we go to the next game, which everybody wants to talk about, the Knickmas game. The only thing I've seen from Brunson has had some games,
He's had a few.
and let me see if you guys concerned, which I'll talk about it. But Brunson has a couple of games that he hasn't been over like the 20 point mark, 30 point marks, where he's missing some shots that are pretty much gimmies, or that some shots that he would normally make. Like last year, there was no thought in your mind. Once he's in the paint, the floaters, the layups, like all of those are automatic for the most part. He has missed some. Are you guys concerned with some of that you're seeing
No,
missed shots that he
all right.
should be making?
Uh,
Not saying that he's not getting double
all
or
right.
anything like
Nah,
that.
nah, 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 nah. The thing. Sorry for the airplane passing, but the
I
thing
can't
is,
hear
is that
you. I can't hear
you can't hear me.
you. We can't
I
hear the
can't hit the
plane.
airplane.
You're good. You're good. We can't hear the plane.
Okay.
Land the
Well,
plane.
anyways, I mean, I think it's the frustration of teams getting out of hand. I mean, there's a thing of being physical, but a lot of these teams are really going at Brunson like they used to go at Allen Iverson. Like, yeah, I mean, like really body a nigga and try to hurt, and like it's going beyond defense and fouling. You feel what I'm saying? And then when the refs aren't making these calls, yeah, I mean, you can only get so frustrated. Yeah, I mean, so that right there is gonna throw you off. Now, if it was an equal balance of niggas bullying and getting bullied back, and the refs calling it even, I don't think he'll have a problem. But since they're not, since the tables aren't how they're supposed to be, yeah, I mean, I just think he's a little frustrated. But that's why you got your brothers, you got Cat, you got Bridges, you got OG, you got like everybody there. All right, so if they're gonna overstep and start beating up on Brunson, boom, Mikhail, that's why what Miguel said, the Swiss Army knife that Tibbs has. Tibbs has seen all of this, so Tibbs is saying, "Yo, you take it easy on being the offensive weapon. We're gonna run it through Bridges. We're gonna run it through Cat. We're gonna run it through OG right now, so we could kind of like keep you healthy enough to you don't cause yourself an injury because they're I mean we're not getting no calls at all.
Yeah, that's true. And two shots. I mean, your thoughts on Brunson's? Do you think it's something that it's him? Are you like the shots that you're seeing him miss? Do you think that you may think they're makeable? Do you think it's him making adjustments to the defense that's being played on him? Do you think it's just something in his head, or he's just having an off night, or
I think he's just in his head. I think last year he was used more, so he was more like in flow and tune with what he was doing and stuff. And now that his minutes are cut back, I think he has to just readjust to instead of playing 40 plus minutes every night to 30 minutes a night. Um, I'm not too concerned with him. You know, that's our all star. So I'm ready to like I'll give him a pass basically because he's proven in 2 years for 2 years now who he is and how he plays. So he probably just hit like a little rough patch. He's in his head and probably overthinking, and then also trying to integrate Cat into the offense and his bro Mikhail. Like he probably don't want to play like favorites and shit. So I think he's just overthinking, in my opinion, instead of just letting the game come to him. But but I am noticing that there's been more games as of late that he's been like shooting 20% from the field, and that is a little concerning.
okay? And Machete, some of your thoughts on when you've been watching Brunson, uh, some of his shots that he's missing on there. Is that something that's concerning to you? Do you think it's adjustment? What do you think when you're seeing Brunson that he's missed some of those shots or that his percentages aren't as high as you thought?
Well, I think that teams have figured out. This is like his second year now, right, with us.
Yep.
So I think teams are playing him and have figured him out. He's not getting the shots. He wasn't in the beginning of the season. It seemed very difficult. Like you have to adjust because the teams have adjusted to you. So he's I think getting banged up a lot. Pause, but he's taking a lot of hits. He's hitting the floor really hard. He's getting elbows to the faces. He takes a lot of calls, right? He stands there and he stands his ground and he's a little football player. He's a little rhinoceros. You know, he's between him and it's fun to watch them play because you can see that they played other sports like Josh Hart's rebounding and the way they interact, that you can see the camaraderie between the three of them now on the floor starting to show, and that's starting to happen. So I think that everybody's getting adjusted to the floor, and I think it was harder for Brunson in the beginning, but he's getting better at it. He's not playing so selfishly like he was before. He's getting better at passing the ball because he's more confident with his teammates, and so we're getting our offense is getting better because of it. But he does take physically a lot of shots to the body, and he's still a tough guy for us. He's a little Captain Caveman out there on the floor. He's a leader, man. And he's a great example. That kid has a lot of heart. All three of them, man. You can see it. And but I think he's getting a little bit better at it. I think that he's not as good as we would expect because teams have adjusted to him.
And I like that take you're saying, because I also think that that's something that is is correct, because as you said, he's someone that we've seen that he's in his first year. He was balling last year. It's a different type of game too, because before you had Julius Randle, where this is different from Julius Randle, and you also have a difference from Cat of play style. When you had Julius Randle, who played in the paint, who commanded defense and double teams in the paint, that sucked the defense in, pause, and then left Jalen Brunson to pretty much run amok on the outside. Now you have karlanthonytowns, who's a stretch five, who's on the outside with him. So when he's setting the pick, they're both on the outside. It's a different play style that he has to adjust to. The different ball screens, I think you are correct, where the defense have figured out some of his game, where he's the primary guy now, and it's just been an adjustment for his game style. Plus the fact that he didn't have a whole summer to play with, the Olympic team or none of that. He had a broken hand. He didn't have, so it's taken him a little bit longer to get into rhythm, which you're starting to see now. Plus him having to adjust his game. And if you're looking now, the game he has now, he's averaging way more assists. I think New Knicks was calling for that. I think just on the other game he had 10 dimes. His percentages on assists went up almost 1.5 assists per game. So he has been playing a whole different style of game, and he's including his players, which you're seeing all the things we call for. So not only assist up, ball movement from the team. So we're averaging at high 20s, if not young 30s, in assists, which is phenomenal. All which is successful basketball, which gives the Knicks a 20-10 record. Because let me be clear, we are 20-10. We are balling right now. We are, I think, 3 games. Is it 3 games behind Boston? 2 games behind Boston for the second place. So I don't know. I think we're doing pretty good on that. I'm not too concerned.
We're 2 games behind Boston right now, and 6 games behind the Cavs. 6 games behind first place.
And the Cavs got a couple.
Go ahead.
We'll
talk about the games coming up, but that's where the standing is as of tonight. Now we're playing Orlando tonight, so we'll see.
So let's.
We should have been closer. We should have been a game or two closer.
Why is that?
Because we gave up a couple gimmies early on.
But again, it's team adjustment. We're adjusting to players. Adjusting to the role.
That's another conversation. That's another conversation why we could have been closer. That's all good, because of injuries and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother conversation.
And we're still not 100%. We still don't got Mitch with people talking about trades, which is crazy.
I'm hearing heavy talks on trades.
Listen, I'm not trading Mitch. If we're gonna talk trade, I'm not trading. You got someone who was the number 1 rebounder, one of the best defensive presence, and he's gonna come off your bench. I'm not trading him till I see what he can give me. If I'm gonna be honest, if I'm looking at if it's even a thought, I'm not looking till the end of the year, till summertime. See what he can give me. See what he can do, and I'll tell you why. Let's just knock it out the butt. The trade. I'm gonna bring it before I even get to the Spurs. I was gonna talk about the Knickmas game, the Knickmas game. We'll talk about Knickmas. But people talking about trades with Mitchell Robinson. How can you trade someone that you're not gonna see what he can give you? You haven't. Even if you're thinking about it, you have to have a market for him. You have to determine a valuation. Can teams? What are they gonna? They're not gonna offer you anything big if he's not, gonna show what he can do. Is he broken? Is he gonna work? You're gonna get gypped. So you got to get a high return on your investment. So you got to show the product and then trade the product. But I don't think so. That's just me. What are you saying? 2 shots.
There's 3 guys that have been in the heavy trade talk conversations. Your boy Mitch, your boy Precious, and your boy Sims. And I'm hearing chatter about Sims going to Houston.
Sims is possible.
Along with Mitch.
Nah, it's too much. What are you getting back for him? What do you
I
get?
don't know, but they were talking about that clears up about 20 mil
Unless you're
in
getting,
cap space.
unless you get Tyra Eason, like there's nothing over there you want.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
unless I'm
I
getting
can't call it.
okay, unless I'm getting back Tyra Eason, I'm not making that trade. Like, 'cause what are you gonna do? Trade
I
for
don't know I don't know how much he makes. I can't call
Mitch
it.
is making 14. You got Sims who's
What's
out.
Easton making?
I'm not sure what it is. I think 8 or 9. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, so they would still have to sweeten the pot.
For the most part, they got it. You can't take back more money. So you can't give them 14 mil
But
for
if I'm
Sims.
sending 20, you're not gonna send back 8. That's not
That's what I'm
enough.
saying. I'm not 100% sure what Terry Easton's saying, but I'm not unless I'm getting someone at that level of defense. It's not worth it. Mitch is definitely gonna make a huge difference. Huge, huge, huge
I don't
difference.
I don't know, man. This is exactly what happens every year. Everybody says, "Oh, uh, Rose is not gonna trade. Rose is not gonna trade." Come trade deadline, boom, we get another trade.
Yeah,
He
I
always
mean,
does it.
but we've said it. Even last year, I said even when we talk about Grimes, there's a certain deadline up to 25 games that's going to evaluate you for the most part to see if you're trade eligible. Precious missed most of the season. He just got back. His impact within the 6 games has been impeccable. That you're paying $6 million. So he's someone that he's high value. Unless you're gonna do some kind of sign and trade for him is different. So Precious is already shot up his market value or you're resignable. New Knicks sign you. Oh, let me meet this boy. Me your mic, New Knicks. You know what I mean? So it's either that. So Sims is on a contract year. So Sims you can get rid of for the most part. Not that I want to, but he's in a contract year. I think he's gonna make like 3 mil, 4 mil, nothing crazy. So if they want him and you get picks, Sims is gonna be a picks thing. If you get rid of Sims, you're gonna get 2 second rounds, something like that. You're gonna get picks back for Sims. You're not gonna trade any player for him. Sims is a pick player. You're gonna. That's just it. Sims is probably gonna be picks. Much as we like him, you're gonna maybe get picks for Sims. Precious, you're gonna resign. I can't see you not resigning Precious, in my opinion. You got.
I don't know. I don't think you should get too attached, brother.
I'm not saying you can't. If it's a great value, you're gonna get something back. But you, what Precious is giving you when he averages north of 20 minutes, he's giving you double digits in rebounds. He's giving you presence on defense. You seen how he played Wemby. He played Wemby and Wemby out the post. Wemby couldn't.
Yeah, we didn't see Sims at all.
All right, well, what we talking about? My bad. I was on a conference call real quick.
Read it off. We're still talking about Toronto.
No, we finished with Toronto for the most part, but now we're talking. We're trying to transition to the Spurs, but we're talking about trades. It ended up coming up to trades about Mitch, Precious, and Sims, and because he's hearing heavy rumors.
Or what?
That's heavy. That's heavy chatter. There's heavy reports.
All right, where is this heavy chatter? Where is this heavy chatter at? Because I haven't heard nothing. Listen, do we really think Leon? Do we really think Leon Rose and the front office is gonna give up Mitch or put any plans into giving up Mitch when every year that he played and every time that he played, he's been at the top of his class. If he wasn't number one, he was damn number two. He done broke history numbers for the Knicks in the NBA. So what are we talking about?
I don't think any of that matters. And Leon Rose proved it last year when he shipped DiVincenzo, and DiVincenzo just broke the Knicks 3-point record. Come on, bro. That's the asinine comment.
I mean, look.
What are we talking about, bro?
What are we talking about?
Can I say something? Can I say what I think?
And people better start.
Can I say what I think?
All right, hold on,
Mike.
Hold on, Mike.
Let Machete say it. Let me say it because you're gonna forget it.
Okay.
Go ahead, Machete.
Look, yo, 2 shots ain't too far off, bro. I said that earlier this year that we're not gonna see Mitch. I had said that already. I'm not now. It's nice to see little images of him out there exercising, but I haven't seen him in the bench. I haven't seen him in their gym.
There's a reason for that.
You know, and it's not only that. It's kind of stupid them talking about trading him if, you know, you want to see the guy in action what he's got, right? You haven't seen him in what, 7 months? I would
That,
like to see Mitch Rob back. I like to see Mitch. I'm pro Mitch. Mitch is our guy. But Leon has cleaned the whole entire house, bro. It's not the same squad we've had 2 years ago, bro, at all. And it's sad
my
sometimes.
guy.
Come out,
Okay.
bro. Let me get it out a little bit, bro.
Go ahead. Land
And
your
again,
plane.
there's no Randall. Okay, Randall, whatever. He's wait. That's a whole. I'm not gonna even get into Randall, but DiVincenzo gone, RJ's gone, IQ's gone, Grimes is gone. Everybody's gone. The whole giving up. Now, don't sleep on Leon. He'll pull that move. But I haven't seen Mitch. I haven't seen him.
There's only two people left.
Hold on. Now,
Listen. All right, you landed your plane and you took
off.
Wait a
minute. Wait, I'm giving you ammunition. Let me get it out. I'm giving you ammunition so you can respond.
Okay.
Right? Fuck, you threw me off, motherfucker. But my point isn't that I haven't seen Mitch, bro. It isn't. Yeah, how you gonna put a guy in the trading blocks that team haven't seen? We don't know what condition he's in, man. That's kind of like a whole hype story because you got trades coming up. It's January. We got the All-Star. We gotta make moves soon in a couple of weeks. We're going into the new year. We're going into the All-Star. After that, is really when it's gonna happen.
Mike,
I was
all over the place
for Christmas. That would have been nice. Now they're saying, okay, maybe for January, that's fine. But remember, Eunice, we had called it. You had called it when we said it would be good if Thibs would bring him in towards the end of the year, the beginning of next year, January. Remember we said that? We had that conversation when the Philly playoffs was happening. When we sat him in and we sat him down for the rest of the playoffs. We had this conversation.
That's what I said. Yeah.
So I'm saying we already made that call. So they're waiting. They heard us, and they're gonna bring him in January, like we had said, and it's on because now the Philly is starting to play better. Philly now is healthy. They're coming back. They've won 7 out of 10. So now they're getting in sync. It's not even fucking January yet. So they're kind of getting their shit together. When they're getting on their roll, everybody's playing healthier, coming back healthier. We're getting a little bit better, right? We're still now fucking 2 games behind fucking the champions and still 6 games behind the Cavs, which everybody's sleeping on. Y'all sleeping on the fucking Cavs, man. They're good, right?
All right. All right, there's your plane. All right. Number one, you guys are not looking in macro lenses.
Yeah, you're breaking
up. I mean, you guys.
You're breaking up real bad, brother.
You're breaking up. You out in the boondocks.
Okay, can you? Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Get away from the gun.
Nah, brother.
Get away from the gun.
Don't scream so loud into the mic.
Real robotic right now.
All right, can you hear me now?
Okay, got it.
Yeah, much better.
All right. So, like I was saying, you guys are looking with a macro lens, right? You guys are looking at things short term, not in future reference, talking about 5 years. Right now, the consensus.
Nah, you got to move the antenna again. Move the antenna again.
You got to go in the crib.
You got to move the antenna again, brother. I'm sorry.
Don't stand under that tree.
All right, can you hear me?
Much better.
All right, so like I said, you're not.
Damn. You might have to
reboot right now within. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yo, he breaks up the entire time, and then when he says that, it's the clearest day.
God, one last time. One more time.
God forgive you, bro. That's blasphemy, man.
And
all right, my bad. You can hear me?
Yeah. And go.
All right, so like I was saying, you guys are not looking at 5-year time frame. Like the consensus within the global aspect is that basketball and NBA, if we're talking about NBA as a business, the viewership is down, and the only way to change that around is to bring in a new formula, which we see that they've been trying with the cup.
What does this have to do with Mitch Robinson?
Huh? Because my nigga, the game is gonna change back to where people have to drive in and fucking they're not gonna stick to this old school formula where it's just a drive and a three, my nigga. The game has to evolve, and the way it evolves is gonna go back to where it was point guard heavy. Right now, the centers, 7-foot centers that are shooting 3-point, that is not gonna last too long with that European style. They're gonna bring it back to the American shit and start having mid-range. So you're gonna need a center that defends the fucking rim, not a stretch center. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think Mitch is going anywhere. They're gonna bring him in at the end of the year. You need that defensive, even though Cat is doing magnificent against everybody, and he's transformed into a hell of a bully. You see him punching shit down, like his aggression level went up tenfold. You feel what I'm saying? This new Cat is a super. It was the combination of him going to DR and playing with that jersey on, and then coming back and signing with the Knicks. That combination, I don't know, like he's on a different level aggression wise. So I commend that, and I say he can handle the centers, but he gets into foul trouble, and I think we need Mitch in order to continue getting these chips. I don't see them. You guys are bringing up that these guys are in rumors. Who are they in the rumors for? Who the hell is going to come in and take their position?
Go ahead. 2 shots and the machete.
2 shots. Answer that. Who are they trading for?
I didn't read the whole article. It was from Hoops Hype, and they were mentioning the Rockets. I was trying to read it before we got on and whatnot, but like I said, I think it was Hoops Hype, and they said they had mentioned the Rockets, and they had mentioned wanting Sims and Mitch, like to package them into like so that they total $20 million to send to the Rockets. But I didn't get far enough into the article to see who the Rockets were gonna send back. Because then you asked me like, oh, am I ready to get on? Blah blah blah. So I started getting ready to get on. But regardless, that's beside the point. My point is, damn near every year since Leon Rose, damn near every year, I'm wanting to say, in the February trade deadline, he makes a move. He brought in Rose. He brought in McHale. He brought in Hart. He brought in can't think of who else at the moment. But this is like damn near every year that he's been president for us, he makes a move in the trade deadline. And I wouldn't put it past him if he ships out Mitch, because there's been a lot of trade talk behind Mitch. And usually when that happens, the player's gone.
Okay, so can I answer that? Okay, so we think about who Leon brought in since he's been here. He brought in Kimba and Fournier.
Brought in Kemba. Forgot about Kemba.
Then he brought in after that, he brought
Derrick
in Josh
Rose.
Hart. No, Derrick Rose was here, I think.
Yeah, Derrick Rose was.
I think you're right. It might have. Derrick Rose came back. Derrick Rose came back. But then it was the Kimba, Fournier. Then it was Josh Hart. He brings in
Josh Hart.
Then he brought in OG.
Correct.
Right? And then he brought in McHale.
Exactly.
These are the guys that he brought in.
Now. 5 years in a row. He's been president for what, 5 years?
Well, but it's not. First of all, it wasn't trade.
All right, so who are we trading for? Yeah, I mean, you guys.
We're talking about people who came in.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about the history that.
Hold on, let's be clear. Because what you're talking about, see, he brought them in. They weren't traded for. Kemba wasn't a trade. He picked them up. Evan Fournier wasn't a trade. The players that he brought them in, but they weren't traded for. The only players that he traded for was Mikal Bridges, karlanthonytowns, right? And he's never taken a loss on a stock. To Machete.
OG Anunoby.
Major trades.
Did he trade for Rose too?
No, he didn't trade for Rose. He picked up Rose. I don't think he traded.
No.
I could be wrong, but I think he picked him up. I don't think he was traded for. It wasn't anything that was substantial.
Yo, one thing, can we get to the chat? Because we've been chatty patty and we haven't checked in with the
They
chat.
have checked in on. They haven't said it much. Buzzer Beater just replied, say, I read an article that Deuce might be on the move. Salute to Buzz.
I don't heard everybody under the sun except for the starting line.
Don't tell me. Don't say that to me unless you tell me the name of the article and who wrote it.
Exactly. But let's go. Listen.
So don't be throwing Cheeseman out there.
Leon.
Well, I mean, Two Shots is doing the same shit. Two Shots is doing the same shit. Talking about.
No, but it's legit because there's been conversation.
I mean,
excuse me. Pause. What he's saying is legit because actually I was just watching the Brian Windhorst podcast that he has with his two friends on there, and they had a conversation about it. They actually did have some kind of, and there's been conversation, and people have been talking about it, and he's not the only one talking about it. And also, I've said that I wouldn't be surprised if Mitch isn't back. The question, what my point was, I was trying to make when I mentioned all those other guys, is that who's out there because New Knicks is right. Who's out there that we're gonna get back from Mitch right now, bro? There ain't nobody out there that you can trade for a healthy Mitch. If Mitch Robinson comes back healthy, all you need to do is throw him in there. Yeah, he'll be fouling out the first couple of games until we get to the end of the fucking year and into the playoffs, if he can stay healthy. We're hoping he comes back. We were hoping he comes back healthy, right? It's not his fault. He was injured last.
No, it's not. But
all right,
again,
so you can't get mad at him for that.
That lowers his value, bro.
It wouldn't. Yo, Two Shots. If you were an owner, right, and you had a situation like that, right, and he got injured, it wasn't his fault, right? He's injury prone. He came back strong. He's injury prone. He got injured. It wasn't his fault. Wouldn't you? And he's injured. We sit him out. Wouldn't you say, as an owner, wouldn't it be a smart move? Like, you know what? And we made that call. Sit down till January, to February.
Robinson didn't injure himself, bro.
Hold on, let me finish this point.
Sit down till February. Sit down till January, dude. Siéntate ahí, tranquilo, bro, tranquilo, hasta que te necesitamos. ¿Tú me entiendes? Y ahora en enero, after the All-Star shit, is when we're really gonna need you. Is when we like we did last year. We brought him in. When did we bring him in last year? We brought him back in January, February, right?
I don't know.
Am I correct? When he was injured, because he came in
at 70-80%. He came in at 70-80%. He wasn't even healthy.
We brought him back a little bit too early, around January.
Of course.
Around the same time, but now whatever they're letting him rest. It's a smart move. It's a smarter move. Sit your ass down till we need you, bro. When you come back, we're gonna be hearing that shit. Then we're gonna be
Mike, to what you said earlier, remember we came to that conversation because Mitchell Robinson said it himself. He said he's not coming back till he's 100%. So that's a good sign.
But at the same time, it would make sense to send him, if they're gonna send him anywhere, back to his home, just like they did RJ and just like they did IQ. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. But who would we get back though that would make an impact? Because he's impactful, and it would be stupid to give up a guy that impactful. Because Mitch Rob healthy and rested is a monster. Is a monster. Is a dragon. You're waking. The dragon has awoken.
Listen, hold on, I'm trying to. So if we're talking about Houston, which the rumors are out there, I have heard that the Houston rumors. First of all, I'd want Mitch to play the season. That's me as a fan, most fans. Number two, as a organization in general, even Leon. Leon typically does not take a loss on trades either way. He's never going to diminish the value of his asset. So he's going to look for a higher return on investment. If that's the case. If the rumors are true, where you're talking about Houston Rockets, I do see where they can mention Sims, that they're interested in Sims. Sims has a high ceiling. He's young for the most part. He's about 26, 27 that they can use as center. That's athletic. They got Keith, so they got someone that they can use the size for. And then he's making about $3 million or
Sims,
so.
Sims, excuse me, Sims.
Pause.
Is from Missouri, but he played for Texas, I believe, right?
He played.
He did, yeah.
He did play for Dallas. Was it Dallas?
All
Or
right.
was it San Antonio?
No,
Yeah.
Texas.
I
Texas A&M, I think.
Mitch Rob is from Louisiana. Send him back home. It would be beneficial for the team that are asking the Houstons, the Pels,
Give me
to ask for a
Herb
guy
and
like that,
Murphy.
because the fact that you're closer to home helps. It helps the player when they're closer to their
Yo,
families. That's a
can you check
factor.
the
So
salaries?
it wouldn't be surprising.
Hey,
Oh, he's an injury prone. For us, the perspective of that he's injury prone, we would give him away because, man, he's a great player when he's healthy. We're hoping that's the case when he comes back rested, you know, and spend time with his family now that he's at a mentally better place and he can come back and play for us, because when we have a healthy Mitch, we have a great Knicks team. But Neon has clean house, though. He has, but so anything can happen. There's always that vague 50-50 feeling of something might happen, something might not happen, because, we love Mitch, and, we wouldn't want to see him traded if he comes back healthy and rested and, ready for revenge, and also we also want to keep that camaraderie that we have, because, he has that connection and he was there when we played against Philly, who we might be playing in the first round.
Marjorie.
Marjorie.
And well, let me give you two scenarios here. So Herb Jones is making.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm just throwing actual numbers out there. How it happens, I don't know. Herb Jones is making $54 million, which you know how much that brings over 3 years, over 3 or 4 years, but over 4 years.
Oh, so what's that, like 20? No,
I'm gonna break
like
it
15,
down.
20?
I'm gonna break it down for you, sir. That breaks down to $13.5 million a year. Do you know how
That's
much
music to my
do you know how
ears.
much Mitchell Robinson's making a year?
20.
$14 million. Just so
That's music to my ears.
okay. That's just that scenario. If and we're just talking about rumors, not saying we want that, but Herb Jones makes about 13.5.
I would like that. I would like that.
Mitch makes 14. That takes it where we're not taking on more money. If this, I'm just throwing scenarios. I'm not saying I agree with this. If that were a swap that they do, maybe we include 2 seconds or something like that. We definitely have seconds, so maybe we include more seconds for New Orleans. I don't agree with it. I don't want it. I'm just saying the likelihood of what it can happen. Herb Jones, Mitch, even swap with a couple of picks. That makes us take less money than we're sending out, so we can't take in more money. According to the first, since we're in the first tier of money, we can't take on more money, so that matches where we take in $500,000 less than what we're sending out, so that would work on that aspect and a couple of picks. I don't agree with it, but so on. If it's where you trade Mitch to Houston, the only person that we're talking about there, we're looking at possibly Steven Adams, which we said at the beginning of the year. I'm just saying, Steven Adams is a veteran. He's not going to start. He's coming behind. He's a great defensive player who's playing behind Cat, who's typically healthy minus a year. I'm saying he's older, so you can see how that plays out. He's making about 12.5. Mitch is making 14. Maybe they throw in a pick.
I'm alright on that. I'm alright on that. What about Murphy?
For Houston, Murphy, you're not gonna get Murphy. They're not letting go Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy's top dog. He's making way more money than that. They're not getting rid
How
of
much
Trey.
is he making though?
153. He's making like 153. He's up
How many years?
25, 30 a year. So
25, 30. Oh damn, yeah.
You can't take more money. That takes you over to the second tier cap. That's why they're looking at Herb Jones, because he's a defensive player. He's a defender. He's someone you can get second round, second team. So that's not it.
Nah, I'm good on Australia.
All that to say
I'd
is
rather,
that we're probably gonna wait. Go ahead. What were you gonna say? You rather what?
I was gonna say I'd rather them go with instead of him go with somebody like Valanciunas or Vooch.
What? I mean, they're scorers. They're not defenders. We don't need scorers from the second unit.
That's just what I prefer. That's just what I prefer.
Listen, I'm not. That's your opinion, but I'm just
That's
over.
that's the one that they were talking about. I just heard about today. Is Vooch. So Chicago is looking to trade him. And they were talking about that. They were
looking to trade him, that they wouldn't mind getting second round picks for him.
Mm.
So there was this whole
Hey,
conversation about if the possibility of that. I'm not saying that we're making that move. That's not what I'm saying. I heard the conversation. If you're talking about who's out there, he's an option. He can shoot the, he's. But the only thing is that he's older, right?
yeah,
So
that's
Mitch
fine.
is still under 30. Vooch is 34, going on 35. But he's a just as good a rebounder, and if not a better offensive a package than Robinson is.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
10 times.
I would have
I
liked
mean, I don't
Vooch
know
when he
about
played.
rebounding,
I
but
would have liked
offense.
Orlando Vooch when he played for Orlando because he was great. Right before he got traded to Chicago, and even in the early years, when he played in Chicago, but Chicago wasn't really any good. But Vooch, he's a decent guy. But the thing is that he's a older, and when he comes, he's not gonna have that connection like Mitch Rob.
And you're
So
paying.
there's really
So word,
so
word on the
so
street
so
is that
so
Chicago is gonna blow it up,
really there's
and
nobody
that's why
out
he's
there.
his name
I
keeps
feel
coming up.
unless we try to make that move with for that Kessler guy with the Jazz, but then you're dealing with the
Yeah,
Ripper.
nah, Danny Ainge is the
You know
asshole. We're not gonna be
that
able
ain't
to
gonna
work out.
happen. So really, there are no other options out there. You got to remember. We're not gonna trade Mitch. I'm gonna tell you right now. You know why?
At least to the
Okay.
summer.
Because
At
we're
least to
gonna
the
play
summer.
against we're gonna play against the Cavs in the playoffs, and we need Mitch. Mitch is their
All right.
kryptonite.
Listen,
That's
when players are healthy, I'm gonna say
Listen,
as a hold,
listen,
hold on, hold on,
the
hold on.
last game, I don't, my bad. I don't know if y'all talked about it, but I don't know. But in the last game, Cat, you got to remember, Cat gets into a lot of foul problems.
We're gonna go over
So
that.
you
Hold on.
got to have somebody. Okay.
Yeah, but even
Can
then,
I chip in real quick?
go ahead.
Because I gotta go real quick. So I just want to say a couple last things. Um, in my humble opinion, I think the trade is gonna happen. For who? I don't know. Um, either way, if it does or doesn't happen, I would like to see a big lineup of Mitch and Cat and see how that works out. Because again, I feel like Minnesota gave us the blueprint to maximize Cat in terms of winning games and taking it to the chip. If it doesn't happen, it is what it is. But I just want to say salute to the
Hey, hold
chat,
on before you leave.
salute to Replay
Hold on
Game.
before you leave. I know you're about to leave. I'll get this last take from you. We'll jump right into the Spurs game, Christmas game against the San Antonio Spurs. You was losing your mind prior to Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges gives us 41 points at home. His 3-point shooting has been from 30-point that it was before. 30-point percentage now to 46% for the threes. Some of your thoughts on that Spurs game. Some of your thoughts on the your outtakes on Bridges, his transformation. Are you still putting him on the trading block? Tell me some of your quick thoughts on that San Antonio game.
Yo, stop disrespecting me, bro. I never said I want to trade this man. Like y'all wild for
All right,
that shit.
let
All I
me.
said was I'm concerned. He changed his shot. It wasn't working. It's not like
Should I
it
close the
wasn't for
chat? Should I close?
5 games. It wasn't 6 games. We talking about 20 plus fucking games of this man shooting 20% from three. Like my concerns were legit. I'm not gonna apologize because I'm gonna call a spade a spade. You hear me? Like the motherfucker sucked. All right, he did for 20 fucking
no, don't
games.
say that.
Now that he's turning it
No
around,
pun intended.
playing how he's supposed to. Salute to you, Mikal Bridges. Keep going. I love it. I'm a fan of you. I've always been a fan of you. That's not gonna change.
Hey,
And for
Yeah,
God's
but
sake,
hold on.
stop
hey,
saying
but
got
what
I
it.
was
wanted to
said?
trade the
Hey, but
fucking
what was
man.
said?
I never wanted to
But
trade
what
him.
was But what was said was that the two players that need to fucking fall in line, as gonna take time, was gonna be Cat and Bridges that are new to this team. That was said, and you was just
Regardless,
impatient.
regardless, Cat was
You
balling.
had
Cat
you
was
had
balling.
criticism after 20 games.
Listen, Cat was balling from day one. Bridges was not. He was MIA. Y'all not gonna change my fucking
Cat was a
opinion.
number one
If he
draft pick, my
sucked, he
guy. Cat
sucked.
was a
Hey,
number one
hold on.
draft pick, my
Listen,
guy.
before you
I don't
leave,
give I don't give two shits.
before you
I don't
leave,
give two shits.
hold on,
He was in the lottery. He was like the 10th pick.
before you leave, did you turn in your application for the apologies for Bridges?
Fuck the application. I'm not apologizing. I'm from New York. If you don't want to be in the limelight, don't have a job in the limelight. If you can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen. All right, you stuck for 20 games. You know it. Now that you turned it around, God bless, Godspeed, keep going. I love you. Go Knicks. I'm out.
In
Later.
other words, peace, bro.
I love
Diablo. El
Sushi.
cepillito.
Hey, go ahead, Machete. What were you saying?
Alright, fuck it.
No, what he's
Alright.
saying is true. Right now, he is
Alright.
1-20.
Hey, my brother's.
He's 1-20. But
Go ahead,
you
I'm
know,
listening.
Go ahead.
we're gonna talk about this Spurs game for Christmas, and it was a good one. It was a very close game. You know, go ahead, Ruel.
No, so I mean, so we had the game on Knickmas. We have the Knicks out there, so they played the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs is nothing to be slept on. They got a good team. It was a close game for the most part. They was up in the first quarter. We beat them 117 to 114. We was up by 1 point. We started off slow. We made a run at the end of the first. It was 28-27 in the first. They made a run in the second quarter, 37 to 23, but we ended up closing it out where we were leading in the second quarter. But they made a huge run in the second. We made a big run in the third where it was 37-25. Third quarters are starting to look good for us. Out of the timeouts, they came close, but we won that. The battle of the big men, Machete. You saw Cat. He seemed like he was a little off. I don't know if it was because it was a 12 o'clock game or what it was on there. Did you expect to see more from? I actually want the Cat. I want to see a battle between Battle Cat and Wemby. Wemby showed out. I'm not a fan when he shows out. He had 42 points plus. But the fact that we had someone to answer. There's times that we've seen in this season. Hey, salute to Just Nick. Salute to you, sir. Salute. New Knicks. I think he's telling you to put on some knee pads and strap up duct tape to your ankles because he's ready to body bag you. But we'll come back to that.
Yo. Y'all niggas is little. Yeah, you heard? Hey. Whenever, wherever, niggas is getting bulked out. You heard?
Hey, so I want to see that one. But the Knickmas game, I thought it was good. I love the fact that we had an answer. That game wasn't that we were our best at that game. That was a game that I thought we should have done play better. It was a 12 o'clock game in the afternoon. I was hoping to actually see better. It was a good game overall. That the fact that we continue to fight back, but the fact that Mikal Bridges always had an answer. Mikal Bridges was nasty that game. He scored over Wembanyama. The mid-range game was crazy. His 3 points, he was 6 for. Let me see what he was. 6 for 7 from threes. He was 6 from 9 from 3-pointers. So he had a huge game. 17 of 25. Crazy efficient from the 2 points. So his mid-range game is crazy. 41 points. You had Jalen Brunson who had 9 assists. New Knicks. You've been asking for close to double-digit assists. Brunson, I think, has been given to you. He hasn't given you the 35 and 10s, the 40 and 10s, but he has been given double-digit assists. What is your thoughts? Even though you've seen New Knicks, even though you've seen Brunson struggling, but you've seen his assist pick up, tell me some of your thoughts on Brunson and that you see in his game as far as what he's been doing that way.
Well, I mean, I can see that the games are getting a little bit frustrating on how the refs are officiating it, but he's not letting it affect it because when he wants or needs to turn it on, he turns it on, and he proved that in the game. I don't know if it was before Toronto or before the Spurs game, but you know, I see him. You know, getting his assists up, even though his numbers aren't as up as last year. Yeah, I mean, as long as those assists, he's getting the team involved, he's running it right. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of connections with him and Sims lately. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely taking that next step. So I mean, when it comes to Jalen Brunson, I really.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Jalen Brunson, yeah, I mean, I never have a problem with him because he reminds me of myself.
Hey, salute to new Knicks out there. Hey, if you guys are in the chat, y'all better give a like. Who can give you contents, comments while they're taping somebody up? Have you seen it? I haven't seen it in the podcast. I mean,
Hey,
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 come on now. We tape it. We do a hairstyle. Salute to the bro.
hey,
Money, hey, money.
that's my producer, worldwide GMP. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I gotta keep my squad right. Yeah, I mean, sharpen up. We
Hey,
shooting videos for the next four
look
months.
at Millionaires
Yeah, I
in the
mean,
comments. Millionaires, Black Empire. Salute to everybody out there producing the
yeah,
building.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm a Dominican, but I got multi hats on, boy.
Listen,
Yeah, I mean,
hey, if you seen someone do it, I haven't seen anybody do it on podcast. Give tape ups, fades, and cuts while we're blessing you up with the comments. Put a like just for that.
I would, I would,
Yeah.
I would have, I would have the camera off, but yeah, I mean, we need content, so I'm trying to give it to y'all.
Hey, salute to Jazz, your trucker, first time in the chat. One team is rebuilding, and the other team is in actual contenders. Knicks should have stomped the Spurs to be honest. So to I can vouch for you on that, but one is not completely rebuilding. When you have someone, one has, and let's be honest on that convo. The Spurs were rebuilding. They have a generational talent in Wembanyama. You get one of the greatest assist leaders on there as well with Chris Paul, who Chris Paul's in the building giving you uh, great leadership. You got great talent. They got Vassell, who they drafted. So one has high elite talent that they drafted, and then one isn't. But I'll give it to you on there. They're on the up and coming, which should be. But you can't say stomp when you have an elite talent on there. That's a big difference between the teams. It should have been a stomp. I agree with you there. I thought we dropped the ball on a 12 p.m. game, and then the fact that we were able to come back, that shows the greatness of Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson only having one turnover, low on points. Josh Hart 12 rebounds. It's showing the difference from a team that wants to win and another team that's learning to win for real. So I give you that. Salute to Jazz, first time in the building. Machete, your thoughts on the Knicks game on Christmas there?
Yeah, that was Mikael Bridges off the chain, bro. Considering Wimbayama had 42 points and he's shooting over him and playing like he did. It was a well contested game. You know, guys come to the Garden and they play hard. You know, they're gonna come in there, they're gonna try to win because it's MSG and they're gonna try to embarrass us in front of our crowd. But we defended well, you know, against a gritty young team. You know, the kid, we outcoached them. I didn't, when I saw who their coach was, I knew we were gonna win because I know Thibs ain't gonna lose in his own court on Christmas. It wasn't gonna happen. It was a great game. They're saying it was those games on in Christmas were some of the best games since the '90s. You know, but our game, you know, it was like the difference in the box score, like you were saying,
I
was
say,
crazy. For each quarter. What was the box score? What was the box score? Our box score was ridiculous. Like you said, it was okay. We were up by one
está cortando.
the first quarter, 28-27.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Mute
second
your mic, new
quarter,
Knicks.
we
ahora,
beat them.
déjalo regular.
They beat
Mute your mic.
us
Go,
in
Machete.
the second quarter. You know, the difference was 8 points, was it?
Yep.
They were on top, and then we came back in the third quarter and beat them by 8 points. And then in the fourth quarter, they beat us actually by 2 points. So it was crazy the game, the back and forth, and we got away with one. He was gassed out. When Biyama said that it wasn't because he said they lost because it wasn't because we played well. It wasn't because we played well. It was because we got the 50-50 ball on him.
Nah, he said that it was
You know,
that
the
they
hustle.
that they lost themselves. It wasn't that we beat them. I took that some kind of weight. I took that as a
Exactly.
shot.
I took it as a compliment. So you're saying that because we didn't play well, we still beat you.
No, he was saying
So
it.
either
He
way,
was
you know,
saying it that they lost
he was really
themselves.
salty.
That it wasn't even that we did anything good. That
Yeah,
they
that
lost the
was
game.
not a compliment,
It
Mike.
was a
That was
straight.
not a
They were
compliment.
saying that the only
I
reason
take
we
it as
won
a
is because
compliment.
they took he took that as a shot.
I'm taking it is that yeah, you're right. We may not have been playing our best, but we still beat your ass.
That's it.
We
But
still beat you.
I put that on the block. I put
Either
it.
way,
Okay.
we beat them with the 50-50 ball. We out hustled them. Josh Hart at the end, his defense and his offensive rebounds were what won us the game. We beat them at the 50-50 ball. We did really good at trying to keep him away from the ball. So Cat did his part. He got 5 fouls there at the end, almost fouled out, and played a guy pretty good who's really extraordinary player is what Wembanyama is. That's the we haven't seen a guy like that since Will.
Now, are you guys
And it's
concerned with
crazy.
Cat's fouling issues that you've seen? Is that a big thing you think, or you think he'll adjust towards the end of the year? Some of the fouls that he's making.
He'll adjust. I don't think that his foul issue is. I don't think that is really an issue. I don't think that it's happening a lot. I think maybe this is what the second time maybe where he's fouled.
Nah, he's
Fouled.
fouled
He
out
fouled out one time
three.
maybe.
Nah, he's fouled like 3 times already, 3 or 4 times.
He's fouled out 3 times.
Mhm.
No, then that's an issue. No,
It,
he ain't fouled
for
out.
me,
He
for
ain't
me,
fouled out.
yeah, I think it's been 3 games. He's had like 3 games they foul out. Some of them are silly, like, and some of them the refereeing is crazy. Like the one that Buddy tripped over his foot and they give him a foul. I was like, bruh, like just because he wears a size 22, you can't, Anyway, but I like the game. I thought,
There's that.
now we got a game. So any final thoughts for you, Machete, tonight on what we had for San Antonio? New Knicks for you guys against the San Antonio.
We got a game tonight.
Against the Orlando Magic. So we gotta hang up quick because we playing them in 30 minutes.
Okay.
Any final thoughts on that San Antonio game? Do they concern you when we play them next time?
Nah,
Shit.
man, it was payback. For me, it
Okay.
was payback, bro. That was some bullshit last time because that last game that we had, if I remember well, when we played them in San Antonio, because we played them in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we got the refs effed us that game, and Brunson scored. I got mad because Brunson was hogging the ball because he got 60, I believe that game.
Yeah.
And we didn't win the game because he wasn't passing the ball around. Part of it was that.
Yeah.
The other part of it was the calls that the refs were giving us. But that was the game where he had 60 and Wembanyama grabbed the ball at the end and threw it into the crowd. So that's payback. They wouldn't try to come in the garden and try to embarrass us, man. They're a young team, they're a gritty team. He doesn't respect us. He's still salty, talking about that we didn't beat him and whatnot. But we send his ass home, and he had to come out here for Christmas, so they're a little pissed off about that.
Gave him a
So it
Christmas
is what it
present.
is. But they're gonna be a great team. But they're gonna be a great team. It was a good win. But again, it was the Spurs, bro. This is a team that we should have beaten anyway. It shouldn't have been that close. This is a weak team, bro. This is a team that's like, dude, like 233 or something like that. They're not really a really good team. They're still young. They're still learning. When Biyama said it himself, what we did was that we outgritted that. We won the 50-50 balls and the rebounding. And we should just beat these weaker teams. Now we're playing a good team tonight, so we'll see.
Yeah, Josh Hart had a
But then
fantastic
again,
game.
also they don't have their starters either. So this is a weak team, bro. We should win tonight, bro.
Tonight we should win. I think Josh Hart played an excellent game against San Antonio. The rebounds he made, the assist he made, he played a pivotal role getting the last inbound ball, the last rebound that we needed to win the game. He played a pivotal role as well. So that was a pretty good game. New Knicks, final thoughts on that San Antonio game? Your thoughts overall on Bridges, on karlanthonytowns, Josh Hart, or the 9 assists from Jalen Brunson?
Well, I mean, on that San Antonio game, I want to give. Sorry, I haven't been given uh, my opinion on shit, but listen, Bridges did a hell of a job in that San Antonio game. I wanna, yeah, I mean, give him his props. Cat did his numbers. Yeah, I mean, everybody did their thing. Together, collectively, as a unit, we're coming together, and it's the ending of December, so everything's calculating correctly. I mean,
All right, and mute your mic. Yeah, thank you for your point. And as we were saying that too, as you look at the team, we said we ain't gonna look till past Christmas. Today, this is basically gonna be the first game after Christmas. Within 25 games that played in, Precious is now on his 7th, 8th game that he's played with us. You're seeing his impact as a defensive player as a rebounder, so he's definitely paying dividends. You're seeing campaign coming around, even though he didn't play that much against San Antonio. He's had some games where he's been a great big spark off the bench. You're seeing Deuce McBride getting heavy minutes. He had 29 minutes the last game, even though he didn't score as much. He had some big shots. He had like two big 3-pointers that kept us in the game. You're seeing all the teams starting to come around and them starting to gel. Cat has had phenomenal games. He's been in the MVP conversation throughout the entire year. The fact that he had a little bit of off game against Wemby, you'd like to see him play a little bit, but I don't see that this is going to be the last time that they're going to play. I think Cat's going to remember this, and he's going to be more ready to play next time we play Wemby on there as well. So great game by that. The fact that Brunson had a lot of shots taken. Jalen Brunson had a lot of shots that he took. 7 of 23 is a bad game, but the fact that he had 9 assists and played well. Josh Hart's key pickup games were huge. So as a team, you can see we're sharing the ball. We've been averaging over 30 assists a game, which is huge, and that we've got the grit to win. As Machete was saying, we don't win all the time pretty, but the fact that we fight in the game and that we fight to win, that we found a way to win. That's the most important part about the Knicks team, that we're going to fight and find a way to win, even if it's not pretty, even if Cat's not giving you MVP numbers, even if Brunson's not giving you MVP numbers. And somehow someone finds a way to pick it up, and this time's been Mikal Bridges. Salute to Mikal Bridges to surviving his first year as a Knick, getting criticism, getting trade, talking crap about the 7 picks were too much. So he's surviving all the criticism from the Knicks, the media, and has risen above that. Salute to Josh Hart for having his boys back and be like, that's my dog. I knew he was going to do it. And Mikal Bridges just did like this to everybody.
This is gonna be a fun game tonight, man. But we're playing 3 away games. We're playing the Orlando, in Florida. We're playing the 2 DC games in the weekend, and on Saturday, and then on Monday. These are gonna be fun games, but we're playing Orlando, a gritty team, but they're not fully decked. So we should beat this team. We're above them in the standing, and we need to keep that. But they've been playing well. Who'd they beat that other night?
They just lost to Miami yesterday. I believe it was
We're
yesterday.
in a very tight game, a very
So
low scoring game,
low scoring game, but
88-89.
they're missing Paulo Banchero. They're missing Franz Wagner. They're missing Mo Wagner. They're
So
missing.
you're saying it was last night, that game?
I
So this
believe
is
it
going
was
to be
last
their
night.
back to back.
It should be a back to back for them. It was last night or the night before.
All right.
Nonetheless, it
So
still should be. They've had 3 losses. Guess who gave them the last loss? We started their losing streak, which the first time we won in Orlando, and since Josh Hart's been here, so almost 2-3 years since we've ever won in Orlando. That was the first time. We got them on their first losing streak right after that. They lost a tight one to Miami. So they're on a losing streak. They're gonna want to win. This is one of those games that we can't play down to them, even though they're injured. We can just take it easy.
trap game,
Yeah,
trap game.
this can't be a trap game. We have to become focused. Jalen Suggs plays very well, and he plays big against Jalen Brunson. So they have the potential.
Anthony's had some good games.
Yep. Jonathan Isaacs there is a great defender. They got players that can play. You can't sleep on them. You got to watch the Brazilian kid. Is it Santos? I forgot his name. The Brazilian forward that they got. But Taze's playing very well. That's someone that we've been looking at as far as trading before. So we got to come focused in this game. So let's look for the first. And
They
the
played
third
us a couple
quarter.
of times,
Yep.
so they're going to make some adjustments. So they're going to know how to play us.
So we're looking for the first and third quarter. Should be big quarters for us. We can't sleep. We need to be north of 30 points to what the New Knicks would always say in the first quarter. Anything slower, sluggish is not going to look good for us. We can't give them any life or momentum. New Knicks.
Right.
Any final
Our
thoughts?
transition is the only thing that is holds us back, is our our ability to transition.
Yep.
So we got to play very good defense, and we got to move.
Forms and spills in the building. My God, what's
Bad.
good?
And I salute the new Knicks.
Yeah.
There you go.
Also, we're playing in MSG South, so
Why took us out?
No. You're still going. Final thoughts. I was just trying to figure it out. At the outro. Final thoughts on
This
tonight's
nigga
game.
learning on.
I'm learning on the fly. OJT on the job training. Salute to G-Man78. Look, forgive the technical difficulties. I'm learning on the job training. This is new to me. M Special's laughing. You see why he's needed. Funny guy. Salute to G-Man78. Final thoughts on tonight's game. Machete, you say it can't be a trap game. You don't want us to fall for the trap game. Stay motivated or what? What do we got?
yeah, we're playing MSG South, but we're still playing away in their court, So let's play some good defense, pass the ball, and move on transition. We got to get back. We got to get back defensively, and we got to yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
Any
Let's have some fun.
Yo, listen, my bad. Hey, salute to the chat. I want to thank you for rocking out with us. My thoughts is we're 5 in a row, correct? Am I correct? 5 in a row.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And 20-10.
All right, so 20-10. So this is where we continue that streak to come into 2025 snowballing. Pause. No Diddy. But like I said, we going in for number 6. I think there's blood in the water. You fucking with sharks, and we about to go out there and eat some food.
Yep. I like what you guys are saying, and to capitalize on what my brother and my cousin are saying, this is the time that pretty much our whole team, the first time that for the most part our whole team is healthy, obviously minus Mitch. So now we're getting the chemistry or camaraderie, as my cousin would say. We're looking for that camaraderie and chemistry with these next couple of games, the next 5 games, to get into some kind of rhythm. We're 20-10. We're 2 games behind Boston, 6 games behind Cleveland. Cleveland's got a hell of a 6 games ahead of them. So this is the time that we can make a run, and it's not always trying to be the top, but these next 6 to 10 games is where we can make a big run to get from second, even to first, all the way in time to by the time Mitch comes back. So we're looking for chemistry and
we have Washington on Friday night or Saturday night, I believe, or Friday night, and then we play them again Monday night, and then we play the Jazz for Wednesday night for New Year's. So we have we're playing away. So yeah.
This is a put your pedal to the metal. Now it's not. We
These
already
are
fuck around and find out Friday. We got to make sure these other teams fuck around and find out. Just like today, it starts today. Are they gonna fuck around and find out, or we're gonna fuck around and find out? Let's hope it's not on
that Jazz game on New Year's is gonna be tough.
Yeah, well, anyways, I want to tell everybody tuning in. I want to tell the chat, everybody tune in on Sunday, which is the 29th, the last pod of 2024. Still season 3. You know how we do. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. This is episode fuck around and find out.
Season 3, episode 83.
Yeah, so we doing our work. We back at it, and yeah, I mean, happy holidays and merry belated Christmas to all. Yeah, I mean, and that's it. Signing out. We about to ball out.
Happy Jeremiah 10. Salute to you guys. Hey, appreciate Machete. That lighting is amazing on you. You might have to do your show in front of your house, bro. That lighting looks great.
Word. I mean, and that smile is.
Well, the holidays are here. He's cheerful. All love. Hey, appreciate you, Machete. I love you.
Man, I love you, man. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, guys.
Appreciate you guys. Everybody tuning in. Thank you for your patience. Listen, forgive the intros. I was learning. I'm trying to figure it out. You see some errors. We'll get there. So we're trying to give you better content. You see the bodega in the background. Nonetheless, salute to you guys. Let us know your thoughts. Replay gang. We want to hear from you guys. Type in the comments. I love replying to you guys, even the comments afterwards, not just live. Salute to everybody who's been in the chat. Buzz, Senor Beat, Keith Watkins, Jazz for the first time, G-Man 78, Just Knicks. Everybody out there, appreciate you. Coach,
you like, you subscribe.
Appreciate you guys.
The Organic Fanatic Show.
You heard?
Get us to 500 done. We need 500 done.
Let's go, Knicks.
Appreciate y'all.
Fields in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The New Knicks, the Organic Podcast.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down.
New York City, NYC.